Movie notes on Elvis 2022 film, 10 December 2024 viewing. Today is Tuesday, 10 December 2024. Third movie notes video, third copy that I've watched. The one from 10 November 2024, a month ago, was the Virgin Beach Library copy. The second viewing was the VV Library copy, and this is my personal copy. It arrived yesterday and I grabbed it off the porch this morning. And so I'm Tanis Coralee Leonhardi, she, her, hers of Seattle. I'm Tanis Presley, she, her, hers of Graceland. And I'm going to talk through my movie notes for my Tuesday, 10 December 2024 viewing of the 2022 film Elvis, which is a biographical film about a male music artist named Elvis Presley and some of his experience navigating performer-supervisor dynamics throughout his career in the 1940s to 1970s. Although the performer-supervisor dynamics didn't really emerge until the 1950s. Yes. All right. And the disc is actually different than the library copies, and it's not here. It's in Tanis. The Elvis eel is in the Tanis cave, so you guys get to watch the Elvis eel exit, leave the Tanis cave. I saved this just for you guys. Look at it. It has gold on it. Whoa! Whoa! Look how different that is from the library copies. Yeah, so it's like a kaleidoscope, you know? So, and how to take it out, there's like, you have to like push the things in and stuff. I was like, it's different. So than the library ones. So there you go. All right. So here we go. It's a launch into my notes. While the colonel might not be the supervisor, he acts like he is the supervisor even when he is not. Yes, so I'm not in the performance industry, sports or entertainment actually. So my way of understanding it is kind of like an employee-employer, but like supervisor-supervisee. And so it really highlights the dynamic between the performer, Elvis Presley, and the supervisor, the colonel, but depending on the setting, he's not really the supervisor, but he really views himself as the supervisor, even if he is or is not the supervisor. So you get kind of, there's like kind of that odd dynamic kind of throughout. This is my own copy, so I bought it because I really enjoyed it. So thank you and Merry Christmas to Jeff Bezos. I love you, and my men love you. Elvis Presley, Austin Butler, also known as Elvis Presley, perhaps loves you in this particular element even more than I do. Now that I've watched this copy, I can say he's like, just make it about me. He loves you, man. Jeff Bezos, if you're watching this. Okay, the movie shipped the night after I asked to get him to get it to me, Jeff Bezos, in one of these videos. So I got it through Amazon.com. I placed the order in the evening on Tuesday, 3 December 2024. The estimated delivery date was today, Tuesday, 10 December 2024, and it arrived in the evening, one day early, yesterday, Monday, 9 December 2024. It was standard delivery, not Prime delivery. I do not have Amazon Prime. The copy was $10.24 pre-tax. Well, I can say it happened. I got Elvis for Christmas. I love you, Elvis. In a way different than Jeff Bezos. You're my number one. There we go. This marks my 7th time watching this movie. Not that Jeff Bezos isn't my number one in a different way. Okay. So this marks my 7th time watching this movie. I have only watched it on DVD, in DVD format on computer screens. A man who portrays Elvis in this movie. There is more than one actor as they show Elvis at different ages. Yes, so there's like young Elvis and then Elvis. So one of the guys, the older guy, is Austin Butler. He is older than me. He was born in 1991 and I was born in 1993. My favorite Elvis Presley song is Hound Dog. It is short, sweet, to the point, and tasty, like the center of a cinnamon roll. Been like trying to, so I'm not one who's like for the center of the cinnamon roll, but I'm not really like a big food person. I might be like a foodie and an eater, but not like, you know, food fanatics. And so I was like, that's what it is. It's a short, sweet, tasty song. Like, and so maybe that's like the center of a cinnamon roll. That's my analogy to communicate to really big like food people how I feel about the song. Okay. So when people were shocked that he was Elvis Presley, was a white boy doing what he was doing, was it that they were shocked a white man could control his aroused state because white people are so much more sexual than everyone else? His arousing choreography was done not when he was aroused / erect. It was an act. Does that mean white people are the most sexual race? Superiority here belonging to the Sami ethnicity within the white race. Yes, so since emphasis was put on him being white and doing this arousing stuff and not being in an aroused state, does that mean that we were just, as white people, I am at least part white, does that mean we, in terms of like how other races viewed us, as we were more sexual than everybody else? So part of his fame and notability comes from being able to control himself. That white people really were just that much more sexual than everybody else, up till Mr. Elvis Presley, through Mr. Elvis Presley. If I was Mrs. Elvis Presley, then is my eternal home Graceland? Yes. Scar Baby, the gray squirrel, has communicated she wants to live there as well. She is okay with being a Memphis squirrel. So then the Memphis Mafia donut I ate was for him. That was back in October 2024. Or not 2024, sorry. Over a year ago. Back in October 2023. And my baby Roman Empire became Graceland. Yes. The Memphis Mafia donut was a voodoo donut in Vancouver, the city of Vancouver in Washington State. United States of America, planet Earth, the original. Okay. Does Elvis Presley, the person, make my autobiography? Yes! Everybody screams. There's arguably no bigger solitary individual who has had a greater footprint on my cognitive development than him. So that's kind of careful phrasing, I would say. However, the reason yes to him making my autobiography is this. By making a sexual act an act, it became desexualized in the eyes of this asexual, non-sexual. Must have been wonder times to live as an asexual. So like when he was performing and stuff, I like imagine that it was quite an enjoyable performer. He was quite an enjoyable performer to watch if one was asexual. It also proves, if he is my soulmate, that he is asexual as well. He's my tiny asexual Elvis. He is the man who invented the hamster market. There we go. Okay, so that's in regards to the autobiography thing. And then I've been thinking, so there's movie studios, and people go, but if you love this movie so much, and this is your 7th time watching it in a month and a day, or depending on how you count a month, the 10th of November to the 10th of December inclusive, would I buy the movie studios? So the movie studios that made this is Warner Brothers. If the movie studios I buy someday, this is how I would phrase it. This is the best I could come up with. If the movie studios I buy someday, like as in I am an owner, the owner, or whatever. If the movie studios I buy someday is DreamWorks, they made the 2005 film Madagascar, then I would be happy with my studios purchasing / buying this movie from Warner Brothers Studios. We want Elvis to be a lemur too. That'd be cool. Do you get a dual pack? Like there's the Australia and Moulin Rouge. You get 2 movies in one. Do we get Elvis and Madagascar and be like, he's a lemur too? Okay. What do the movies share in common? That's a good question. The city of San Diego is brought up in each movie. Towards the beginning in Madagascar, it's their guess as to like where they are when they fall out of the boat and they wash up on shore. They guess they're in San Diego. And so it's towards the beginning in Madagascar, and then towards the end in Elvis, yes, before he gets on the plane and they do kind of his last words before he dies, they bring up San Diego. And so it's like they share San Diego in common. So yeah, okay. And then joke. I mean, how cool would it be to be able to say I bought a movie? Fine, maybe Elvis thought of that joke. Like, I bought the DVD, but like, I bought the movie, but like, I could buy the movie. Does that give me like, what does that get me? Can I buy a movie from a studios and like transport it to a different studios? That'd be so cool. I bought a movie. I mean, how cool would it be to be able to say I bought a movie? Okay, so there we go. Those are my notes. My movie notes on Elvis 2024 Nope. Movie notes on Elvis 2022 film, 10 December 2024 viewing.